Okie dokies, welcome back. It's literally Tuesday today, well this evening, about 12 o'clock at night. My latches came in this morning, to my absolute astonishment. I only ordered them Monday, memory serves. So I've cut the holes out, managed to balls one up, but I put the fiberglass back and I'm going to feather that out and refill that with gel coat. So I've got to sand this surface down anyway in this one, and what I did is I actually planted them into position and taped them across there and then laid up underneath. Try and keep the holes minimal is what I'm trying to do. Didn't quite get that right, look. That moved. Bloody thing moved. When I was taping it all up, I didn't spot it until after. So they're going to look a bit queer when they go on. A little wonky like, you know. So I'll take the hinges off and I'll sand that gel coat back. I'll feather in there and I'll refill that with gel coat, and then I'll sand it again. And then I think I'm going to look into getting some Buffon wheels for my DA and see if we can't polish that up. And then I'll put the hinges back on, and then I've got to get some aluminium as we spoke about. So I had a feeling that was going to happen, and we're going to put an aluminium piece all the way along there. We'll glue that in with sealants, just regular sealants, and I might even go all the way around. Well, I can't go here because of that bit, but we can definitely go there and that edge there if we have to, and strengthen that up. I did say I'm new to this gel coating lark, so I put the stuff on, Silca, something like that it's called. I put that on, and I put that on gel coat unwaxed and left it, and then I rolled gel coat with wax because I fully expected that to be the last layer. What I haven't realised is I'm new to this gel coating thing. I can gel coat normal, like moulding gel coats, but when it comes to doing an exterior, I will admit I've been struggling because I don't fully know what I'm doing. It's one big massive learning curve, and I don't have all the kit here to do the job properly at the moment. So I've come to the conclusion that I need to go over it again. So I've had to sit there with thinners and fairy liquid and scrub that down and sand it to get all the loose off, because that was what was happening. It was coming off and it was leaving that black texture surface, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't want it falling off and scratching the rest of the boat up, see? And then I've sanded the sides down. Now at this point, if it was a good quality that I'd done, I could polish those with a polisher, but I don't have one, unfortunately. I have T-cut, but it's such a bad surface that I'm just gonna, what I'm planning to do now is I've cleaned it all up as best I can get it. I'm going to go over one more roll now. I'm going to mix some resin with the gel coat, just a little bit of resin. And this time I'm not putting any wax in. I have no idea what's going to happen. The last time I did this, I did a 50-50 and it came out pretty good, but it came out very satiny and it was good enough. On this occasion, I don't want that. I don't know what's going to happen. You're just going to have to sit back and wait and see. Right, well, I can state without any doubt whatsoever, as you start walking on this, the grit that's behind all this gel coat will start to show through. Done the best I can with it. I mean, I could wire brush that back a little bit or sandpaper back, but no, I think that'd be fine. Sides are a lot better than they were. I think we are now ready to put the latches on. Yeah, it'll wear through. I mean, if it starts to wear like one or two areas, I'll get sandpaper and I'll just rub it back and then just leave it. I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest with you, because where the grip is supposed to be, it isn't there anymore. beautiful, isn't it? I am so calm right this minute. Can't even describe it to you. Right. Won't need that no more. There's me hole. There's me hatch. One hatch meets one hole. That's now got to be glassed in. So I've discovered something. See that piece of wood? That's one of the stringers that runs underneath the cockpit. I'd say that's an original one as well, because it's mahogany or teak, one of the two. I don't know which. I haven't properly looked it over, but on the other side it is missing. However, the fiberglass is still running throughout the whole length, or part of that length. So what I might try and do when I lift that engine cover off and remove all of that area, I might try and run a new piece of wood inside there. Now, it will be slack with movement, but what I'm thinking of doing is drilling some holes above where the fiberglass is strung to, and pouring a mixture of, dare I say, epoxy. I'm not keen on the stuff, but pouring that inside so as it bonds to the existing fiberglass that's already under there. That on its own will work. We're putting a false floor on, remember, so anything after that will be hidden up, so it's not so much of a problem. And I'm looking at the pipe work for the drain, and I'm thinking about actually making a fiberglass container that I can, if I take out that gland that's there completely, and then cut a hole in the stern and actually make a physical fiberglass pipe that runs straight out. It means it will drain quicker and that would be better for the boat. However, with the plan of putting an extension on the back of this, and I am seriously considering that. My mind is not 100% made up yet, but I am seriously considering it. I might have to rethink how that drain works, so I don't know yet. I might run 2 glands each side, port and starboard instead, but obviously when you're heeling over, water will get inside that, so I'd have to put a gate to stop that from happening. What we don't want is to be heeling over and waves bashing in and this area filling up with water, because that could sink us. So I mean, we're going to be putting bilge pump in here anyway, and that'll probably go in that sump as well if I make that sump a lot bigger. So these are just things that are going on in my head. Oh, cut and sanded now. So we're going to literally, I can't get any closer to that because I don't want to disturb that area, so that bit there is going to have, this is going to have to be sanded down thinner. But these areas can stay the way they are. Even, you know, once I've put the glue in place, they should be fine. So we'll glue it up, we'll lay it down. If I ain't got enough resin to do any more, then that will just have to stay like that for the night. And I'll have to come back tomorrow and sand back some more and then chop strand the whole thing. When we've laid the floor in and we've glassed the floor down as well, we'll glass over the top of that where I've laid this up, and then we'll gel coat in between. It will come out very orange peely, but does that really matter in the world of boats, to be honest? So yeah, that's what my plans are. So sorry, moving the camera in the wrong spot. Glued in, but it's not perfect by far because the gel coat is a bit too close in some areas like there and over here to be able to swing a load of mounting in. At this point in time, I've got that little jar of resin down there, and that's it. That's all I've got left. So I'm going to have to be very frugal, I think is the word, with the layup. So it might just get one all the way around for now to hold it down and to seal it up. And I'm kind of debating whether to put, maybe cut that resin in half and put some powder in that just to thicken it up so I can lay it down where there's a few cavities that I couldn't cover. It's not going to blow off in a hurry because, as I said before, when the floor goes down, the floor will be joined to the seam that I'm now creating. So it'll all become one at the end of the day. just not today. Just in case I didn't get that, because I don't think my camera was on. There you go, it's all glassed in. It's just one layer of 300 on top of that. There's a few more to go on as yet to get a bit more strength in it, but I want to cut the glass around where the gel coat is and then put another layer on top. Unfortunately, the hinges that have got to go on, there's no piece of wood to support the hinges, so I'm going to have a look inside on another day. Well, I might do it today actually, and just see if there is a way of getting another piece of wood in there. If there is, I'll measure up that one, because it should be the same as that one, and see if we can't find something we can throw in there, and then drill some holes and pump resin in there. I was rummaging around in the boat and I found some screws, just temporary. There you go. So we'll get the seals on next time round when they turn up. They're in China still. And after that, that is a screaming success. Oh, I'm pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that. Pity I got crap all over it, but I might be able to get that off. That comes to I'll gently put some more gel coat round. Don't quite know how at the moment, but we'll see later on. Right, measure them up now, and then we really are done. I'm out of here.